Hello! Okay, so this is my alien, cool, cyberpunk creation in process. What I've done here is, well, it's kind of a cool transformation because my hair is actually very, very naturally curly, and I have molded my hair down using straightening. I didn't use a hairdryer because that makes the hair really porous, and I wanted to achieve a very slick down look here. In order to create the original look. We can go back to curly later, but obviously when we wash our hair and whatnot. But anyway, so what I've had done here is I've scissored this out to create a shape here. My lovely husband and cosmetologist, hairstylist / designer assisted me on getting these lines. We're not quite finished with it yet, but there's those, which has given us a line. Now, what I've done here is I've created enough of a shelf that this can hide underneath, but you can see that when I part it, we have this weft here. Now, later on in the process, we can dye this weft so that it is a little bit closer to my scalp color. But as you can see, with it put over, it actually matches the hair quite well. So, I'm going to continue putting these in. Now, how I've done this, I know it's a little bit hardcore, but what I've done here is I have actually taken the clip, which looks like this. I have taken the clip and using an embroidery needle and embroidery thread, which is a little bit bigger in diameter than your regular sewing thread. What I've done is I've taken that, I've affixed it to the side into the little, I left out these little anchor points, see? So on this side we're going to do the same thing, although the asymmetrical look is kind of cool too, but anyway, I'll get this put in and we'll set this in here, clip it, and then sew it in, at which point after that, the clip will be in, and the next set will be glued onto the clip. So again, it's sewn onto my hair, and then the extension is glued onto the clip. Alright, so I'm going to go from there. Okay, so now I have this clipped right on the place that I want it, which is symmetrical as much as possible to this line. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into these little holes here, and I'm going to kind of lift it up a little bit, and then I'm going to sew down and up and down and up through the corner hole to anchor it, and then along through these to pull it through those little hairs. So you get a nice, I mean, I can tug on this and it's not going to come out. It's still new, so I'm not going to like yank it, you know. Don't do that, but you know, good little tug you can get away with, and it's there and secure. Okay, so I'm going to do that. And okay, now at the end of this, you can see I've got these wound through. You're going to make a loop here at the end so that you can get a nice knot. Because you're going to want that to knot off, okay? Okay, so I have these pre-cut to the same length as the clip. Now the next step is I'm going to hot glue gun this onto, not onto my head, not onto my scalp, because that would hurt. I'm going to glue it right onto that metal clip, okay? So I highly recommend using some gloves while you're doing this so that you don't burn your fingers. And so you get that ready. Now, if you've ever put on eyelashes before, this is a little bit like that. So what you want to do is first get your glove to work. Sometimes just shake them like that and then all the fingers will come out if they get. These are just hair dyeing gloves, so you know. Ready to operate. Okay, so now what we have here is you're going to want to take that line that is on the weft, and you're going to want to take your glue gun and just put a thin line across the whole thing. Try to get it as clean as possible. Then you're going to let it just sit for a little while so it's not so hot. Also, so it gets a little bit drier, just like when you're doing eyelashes. You want to wait a second so that it's not so gooey while you're moving. So anyway, so then you'll place it right on there, and you'll not want to move it too much. You want to get it right on there, and then you will just press. Give it a good, I don't know, 5 minutes until it feels like it's really set. And then you can stop. Okay, so now what we have is we have 2 little wefts put into the hair. And as far as I know, they're pretty secure. I'll be testing this out, over the course of the next few days, and seeing kind of what problems arise and whatnot. See what kind of feedback I can give you. This is my, I like to experiment, so I'm going to just show you what it looks like with the bang down. Okay, so here it is with the bang down. As you can see, you can't see the lines. So this side over here is a little bit thinner than I'd like it to be. So I'm going to use some scissors and kind of cut that through. And also what I may do, what I said earlier, is dye the top of this weft the color of my root. I think that will really, that way in case, I'm pulling it back or I'm moving, then that line isn't going to be so like, boom, there it is. I think I can fix a lot of that with a little bit of color. So there's just 2. We haven't even done anything to the back here. And it looks pretty cool, cyberpunk chick. So I'm going to keep going though, or you can just, keep it here and play around with it. So I'll also post some good pictures. My lighting in here right now is kind of it. There's a little bit better lighting for you, but so please subscribe to my channel if you'd like to learn more cool cyberpunk things and other transformations. I'll be posting anything from makeup tutorials to hair stuff, so I would love to have you subscribe. I would really appreciate if you subscribed. And also, if you do end up doing this, please post your pictures and responses. I would love to see your take on it. And if you have any questions, go ahead and reach out. Thanks.